teams and services. Each year losing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Each year losing.
Okay, what you get? Juggernaut. You know, let's go.
Yeah, so that's like my uncle.
I'm trying to have super rap babies with everybody doing
I got lists all like this.
It's great having you here. I saw some paper.
Yo! What's up?
What's up?
Back in the stew this week.
We're live, a little late.
Yes. Yeah, a little late, but it's all right.
Time
okay.
we done lost it.
It's true. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy.
Welcome to Roachroom Podcast.
It's true.
We're
here.
It's true. I am here this week. In person, in live. We got a short episode for you this week. Not too much to cover.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah. Shadow of the Erd Tree is taking over everybody's life in the Discord.
Yep.
Everybody's playing Elden Ring besides like two people that we know in the Discord. And everybody's having fun with it. Mike and Jordan are both at the last boss.
It's true.
And having
Not for long.
having a hard time with that. Especially because Mike is on his 8th playthrough of Elden Ring, and we found out today that because of that, like he's 8+8 game plus or whatever.
New game plus 8.
Yeah, he.
Oh, look at that!
What?
I fixed my camera and then yours goes
Jesus
wild,
fucking Christ.
dude. Crazy. But yeah, so I'm on New Game Plus 8, and dude, so I'm on New Game Plus 8. Jordan, who was also playing basically same time as me, is on New Game Plus 2. We're both on the final boss. We're using the same weapons, and I'm looking at the damage amount, and it's the same, roughly the same amount of damage. It's about 3,000 damage points for the Ash of War that we're using for the weapon that we're using.
Okay.
But I would notice that his bar would go down significantly more than mine.
Right.
Significantly. Like 3,000 damage for me, 3,000 damage for him, significant when you're fighting this type of a boss.
Right.
So with that in mind, now I have already started a brand new game. And yeah, so we'll do that. And I know what I need to do and what I need to get and whatever. We'll do some cheesy ways to get up there to level because I've already done it plus 8 times. Yeah, then we'll dive back in. I don't mind wrecking through the DLC again and destroying all those bosses that were giving me such problems before, and now I know why. And
yeah, true. Idiot. Well, yeah, I guess we know why Jordan like destroyed the guy on the pig.
Yeah, that's it. All right, just man.
So it was
my god!
It was like he like did it in one phase. I was like, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I was perplexed.
I heard that and I was like, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
It took me like a long time to learn his moves because I'd get destroyed in one hit. And I was upgraded Scatter wise, but yeah, the next morning, I mean, it was like 3 tries and I had him. So
yeah, just jarring though, like being like, what?
Well,
what?
when you're doing different amounts or bosses have different health pools, then
yeah,
makes sense.
True.
So I'm gonna try to make it a little easier on myself by doing more work.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know, gotta do what you gotta do.
Because I don't even know how long it was yesterday of playing, but playing one boss. For,
you guys played
long,
from at least 12:30 p.m. until about 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when I got off.
Right.
Yeah. So
I did go off. I did go off the path a little bit yesterday, trying to like try some other things, and then I have to go back to the other world to get some talismans or whatever. To no avail, obviously. But yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't say the entire 12 hours was Radon, but a solid 10, 9 and a half.
You guys were. I was watching.
I was running up those motherfucking stairs.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Yeah.
The longest time.
Yeah, man. But everybody is having fun with it. We got our buddy Ryan to download the game and get into it. He's not really a Souls player, so this is a new experience for him.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I wasn't either. This game is what did it for me. So.
Yeah. And I think everybody, I speak for everybody in the Discord that is a either Elden player or a Souls player. Or a From Software player, really. But like, I think all of us could probably mutually agree that Elden is the easiest one to get into.
I don't know. I haven't really played any of the other ones other than Sekiro, and that's a way different experience as far as how you generally play that game. So I can't really comment on the other Dark Souls. I'd like to play Bloodborne, but.
Yeah, I think we are getting a remaster. So stupid.
Why?
I'm not getting it.
Why?
Because I don't care anymore. It needs to not exist.
I'd like it because I'd like to experience it.
I mean, that's fine.
So.
I just can't imagine that it's gonna be it's not gonna be over 60 frames. It's gonna be the same exact fucking game that we all played forever ago.
Not we all.
Yeah.
Gonna bring some new people into it.
Give me something else.
Well, they are. They have a new IP in the works anyway.
That'll be out in 10 years.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. The Bloodborne remaster thing, I'm like, yeah, it'll be as good looking as the Bounty Hunter remaster that they just put out. Not From Software, but the PlayStation just came out with, remember the Bounty Hunter game?
Yeah, Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
It's remastered.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like dog shit.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Good job. Why are we remastering that?
But the fidelity of those two games are astronomical, I feel like. Bounty Hunter was very low poly.
Well, yeah, but the remaster of it looks like terrible.
No, I get that, but they're trying to remaster something that was extremely low poly, opposed to Bloodborne, which doesn't have terrible graphics if you look at those two comparatively.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's less of a leap, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just, because of things like Elden Ring, I think people are gonna play Bloodborne Remaster and go, this game's dog shit. Because half of the shit that I when I replayed Dark Souls 3, I was like, this game's horseshit.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean Elden got me way too savvy for shit.
As far as things that help you in
Yeah,
your
like
playthrough.
that, or just like the fact that I can jump in Elden Ring and you can't jump in Bloodborne or Dark Souls. So it just like things that are simple like that, like a jumping attack. You cannot do that in Dark Souls or Bloodborne. It doesn't exist.
Just light and heavies.
Yeah,
on the ground.
I mean, Bloodborne is like, do you want a sword and a gun, or do you want 2 guns, or do you want two swords, or?
And they don't.
maybe-
Do they have they don't have the Ash of War type stuff or anything like that
no.
either, right?
Oh,
It's
dude,
no
no.
special moves.
No.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's cool weapons that have like, I guess you'd say like a move set. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, but there's no like, you know, Ash of War type shit. No.
I just say as far as like move set that makes it unique and it's not just swinging a different.
Well, yeah. I
weapon.
mean, it's a From game, so yeah, they're gonna have different animations for heavies and stuff like that, based off of like, I mean, you can get like scythes and shit like that in Bloodborne or whatever, but it's not as intricate as Elden Ring. The reason why Elden Ring was like, holy fuck, was because they
expanded
every attribute from Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls, and they fused everything together in one.
Gotcha.
And that's what makes Elden Ring so good.
I like it.
Me
I like
too.
Elden.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to trying the other ones, and they seem like they'll be a little bit more of a challenge.
I think if you were to do any of them, I mean, this is just me. I just because it's like, I don't think Bloodborne's a good idea. I think Dark Souls 3 is the best one to get into if you're an Elden Ring player.
Okay.
Just because it'll feel the most.
Well, it doesn't mean that I won't play Bloodborne if it gets remade.
I get you.
I'm all
That's
about
fine. Play it up. Do whatever you want. I'm just saying, like, as far as like playing the older games go, like Bloodborne is, even though it is my favorites from Software game, it is to the point now where it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna play Bloodborne, you may as well just fucking start at Demon Souls now. Like, if that's what you're gonna do. Like, it's so far back in the past mechanically and shit. It's going to feel so foreign to everybody.
Gotcha.
Now, granted, if they remaster it and there's a bunch of like rebooted mechanics and stuff that they kind of like revitalize, I'd be okay with that, and I would buy it. But it's like, if it's the same fucking game and it's just at 60 frames and looks a little bit better, I have no interest in buying that.
Fair.
Like,
I didn't know where you would
4 times.
where you would land on that, if you would be opposed to it being altered or you would want the same thing.
It would depend on what they're altering. I would need more information for that. If it was stuff like I said, where it was like, I don't know, maybe a couple new weapons, or the DLC's included with the game off the jump, like that would be cool. I'd even pay $70 for something like that. But yeah, I would have to see what they do. I just, in my opinion, I think that it's kind of the same opinion about Demon Souls remake that I had when it first got announced, where I was like, damn, this looks so good. It looks so good, but I've already fucking played this. Like,
Fair.
I don't really have an interest in getting it because I've played it too many times.
Yeah, well, that's what's for the people who haven't played it, that are just getting into this stuff now from Elden. It's a gateway.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, like,
for you
know, have fun playing against the Bloodstar Beast and all that shit. You guys are
probably won't.
destroyed.
Yeah, probably won't have fun. But.
No, it's a big vagina with legs. It's pretty sweet. It's probably one of the most annoying bosses in that fucking game ever. Hate it. It's in a fucking church. Like, and there's just benches all around and shit. You get stuck on everything. Fucking garbage. And it also poisons you.
Oh, wow.
Like while it flails about, it spreads poison. It's real fun. Yeah.
So do they have items in there to get rid of poison? I'm assuming. Like an elixir of some sort.
I can't
Kind
remember
of
if
the
it's like
boluses, or not the poison boluses, and
I can't remember if it's like a item you use or like a vial that you drink, but there is something to help against poison,
Gotcha.
like mitigation or something like that.
That's only fair.
Yeah, I think it's a helm. I think it's actually like a plague doctor helm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
The
can't
passive
remember.
poison.
Yeah, where
negation?
it doesn't poison you as much or something like that. But Bloodstar Beast is in like fairly beginning of the game, so you don't ever have that.
No, you got to go back.
Yeah,
You got to go back.
that's what smart people do. When the game first came out, though, Tyler did not do that.
Tyler beat his head against the wall.
Yeah.
For hours.
I beat it though.
Yeah.
I beat it. I it was one of those things where I beat it, enemy fell, and then I'm
then
dead
you're
from
dead.
the poison. I'm like,
gotcha.
fuck you, I don't care, I beat it.
I got it. It said it. I got the item or whatever. Da da da.
Yeah. Bloodborne was cool. I mean, like I said, that Bloodborne was kind of like your Elden Ring for me. Like I was really into it.
the story and all
Yeah.
that. That's what I'm saying. I want to dip my toes.
Yeah,
in.
it's a good
But
story.
I don't want to
too.
just watch necessarily just watch a
Like
lore
lore,
video,
yeah.
because without having the context of being in the world and messing with them,
Yeah.
it doesn't impact me as much.
Yeah, Bloodborne's kind of your vibe too, or it's like gothic steampunkish kind
I
of.
know that's what I'm all about. That that's cool.
And then it has.
H.P. Lovecraft.
I was gonna
beast.
say that's my favorite element
Yeah.
to it.
That
Is
fucking fly.
it's all good, man. He's hanging out. But yeah, that's why I really liked the game, is because I like From games, but I was like, oh shit, we're doing like Lovecraftian beasts in this. This is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All about it. So, hey, remake on the way. We'll see.
Ugh.
It's been a little bit more than a year.
What's chat say?
What's happening?
I don't know.
That's what chat's saying.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Zero
What's up?
viewers, not anymore. Thank
No
you.
worries.
We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
appreciate it.
So this is what we're going to be getting into today. We're gonna Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree. How's it going? We've kind of touched on that and everything. That we're gonna be talking about that. We got Star Wars The Acolyte, House of the Dragon, episode 2. The Boys, we watched episode 2 through 5, so now we are caught up.
Yep.
And we have a trailer for you for Nosferatu.
Yeah, short and sweet one today. We're gonna get it short and sweet so we can all go back to fucking Elden Ring.
Yep. Start my playthrough again.
But yeah, so I mean, as far as like, just to like, I guess button it up, the Elden Ring thing, it's going pretty shitty for Mike and Jordan because they're at the last boss and he's fucking them up.
Not anymore. I'm fine.
I'm doing a new playthrough, not a new game plus. I started a new character. I'm doing a mage, which I've never done before. It's very interesting. It's very challenging, we'll say, as well as it's a play style that I've never really done before in any kind of Souls or Elden playthrough ever. So
I'll say on my new game plus of the new game that I just done, that'll be the mage build. This one is going to be run through just to get that dumbass Radon done.
yeah.
And then I'll do a mage build because there are some really cool incantations that you can get from the DLC that wreck people.
Yeah, I really want to get the DLC and use those perfume bottles, man. I've been seeing a lot of videos about them. Fucking cool, dude. They look
There's
so
different types that you can get elemental wise and stuff.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad side armament for your mage build.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody gets
It's
close, bop.
boom.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Hit them with that.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Is I just been watching videos on it. I'm like, damn, dude. Some of these magic things that they got going on in the DLC are crazy.
It's
looking.
true, dude. Yeah, and the amount of cookbooks.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
cookbooks, but that's because there's so many different elements and stuff that you can pull from.
Yeah,
So
it's all really
he
cool.
cooking.
Yeah, and like I said, we got our buddy Ryan into the game. He's a new player, so he started with a samurai, and he's going, man. He's getting it. Hopefully, he beats Margit.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing good. Got like halfway down and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, I mean, when I
just
was
stay away
watching
from
him-
the edge.
Yeah. The one thing like the one thing that I'm glad that he did was get that sword where you suggested for him to
Bloodhound
get that sword.
Fang?
He was like, yeah, bro. And
I
using
mean, people
that,
say that it's a cheesy way. I don't care. For
a new
first
player,
yeah, for a
like,
new
fuck
player, right? Until you can like get your handle on dodges and stuff,
Yeah.
and figure out exactly what you want to do. Get
Right.
bloodhound, blood build up, and all that.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
great stuff.
and that's it was cool, like starting him off on the flail and like getting him to do the dragon first because of the flail. I was like, that blood loss thing is identical to the sword stat that you're getting.
Right.
Like, so it's the same thing. So like you're seeing it in real time. So hit people with your sword a lot to
Yup.
build that up. Then
Boom.
it'll go through. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, hell yeah.
That's a good mechanic.
It was funny too when he was versing whatever that boss's name is. He's versing him and he sheathed his sword and then like did the like sword sheathed moves or
okay.
whatever. And he was like, dude, does that do more damage? And I was like, yes.
The actual war.
No, it's like where he just has his sword like sheath and then he's like so, and then puts it back. It's like a stance or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, holy fuck, I didn't know I could even do that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you'll fuck people up with that thing. Like the katana that you start off with a samurai is arguably one of the best starting weapons in the game.
Yeah, fair.
It's how much diversity you can do with it. You
Right.
can do a whole bunch of crazy shit with it.
That's how you do the stances. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that he did it. He learned it while he's in there, and he was doing it a lot like after that. And I was like, oh, how'd you do that? He was like, I was just button mashing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh yeah. That's
you
how
did it.
That's
Yeah.
how you start.
so but yeah.
Yeah, the DLC has a lot of weapons with stances.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And some more talismans that actually boost stance weapons.
Oh, it's sick. Dude, he's got to get the talisman for the curved blade. That one talisman where it amps your curved blade shit up. I have that. I just don't know. I don't remember where
Either
I got
that or he's still running a shield, right?
it. No.
No shield? Then two hand and get there's that's in the DLC, I think, the two-handed talisman. Not sure. But there's talismans that help with two-handing weapons.
I know that there's one specifically where it's called like a curved blade talisman. Or
True.
something. Yeah.
It's true.
He needs that.
I forget what it boosts.
I don't remember either. It might be like
Charged
jumping attack.
Jumping is the claw talisman, because that's
Maybe-
what I use for my guts build.
It's
But I know
don't
what you're
remember
talking
what it
about.
is.
Curved
Yeah,
sword
yeah.
talisman.
It's got like the dude. He's got his head wrapped up
Yep.
and he's got a sword or whatever. Yeah.
Satyr,
Yeah. Sure.
Schmitty.
Whatever. Schmidt.
He's got a little Schmitty.
Yeah.
Schmeater.
Oh.
Finally beat him.
What?
Ryan beat him.
Oh, Margit?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go. Hell
Props
yeah,
to
hell
Ryan in
yeah.
the chat.
Yeah. He beat him.
It's your first of many.
Nice,
Now
yeah.
get moving through the castle, baby.
It's true. Yep. Godric awaits.
The grafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad witness. Fuck you, bitch.
Dumbass dragon head.
Eat a meteorite, pussy.
There you go. Yeah, you smacked him up, right?
Oh, I did. I
Yeah.
smacked him up good. He was rolling around trying to fire
Trying to grab
throw
him like
me.
dodgeball. Like, ah!
He did not like those meteorites.
Good.
Neither did Renala. She didn't like them at all. That fox shit, I beat him in first phase.
Oh, nice.
I was literally he like lunged at me with the sword shit, like did 2 swipes. I scoot back.
The glintstone pebbles.
Yeah, dead immediately. I hit him with like 4. I was like, God,
Radagons. Red Wolf.
I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah,
Dead.
that's good stuff.
Cool.
Mage build is fun, especially when you chunk like that, dude.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I'm like,
Doing
got him to half
damage.
health off 1 move.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Cool. Well,
Yeah, let's
now
get on
we're
to
moving.
Acolyte.
Now we're moving on. The Acolyte. You spoiled it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, The Acolyte. It was episode 5, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
The newest one. The newest one. Ugh. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah.
You're good. That's
That's
good
fine.
enough.
I know it. I know it.
Good enough. Yeah. So we had a conversation with one of our coworkers at our shop, and
Interesting.
all three of us are Star Wars fans, and I think. And I actually had a client of ours talk to us about
fun
the
too.
Acolyte as well. And I think people, I guess I'll say normies, are getting to the same point where I am and you are, and people are just getting, I think we'll say, we won't get colorful with it, but people are just getting frustrated with the IP.
Yeah. Tired.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Bored.
Yeah.
And I really do think that this show, it's got potential, like every Star Wars IP that they try and launch and stuff like that. Like, they all have potential, but this one really just, it just keeps tripping over its own feet, in my opinion.
There's just a lot of like plot holes or just things that it just doesn't.
Weird tropes.
Weird tropes for sure.
Yeah.
Just logical fallacies. In my opinion.
Reminds me, anytime someone says the word
You're
fallacies,
saying Aaron Paul, right?
Yep.
Me too. It's in my head.
Fallacies,
I mean,
fallacies,
it's on this acolytes playing on the
Yeah.
TVs. Fallacies, fallacies, dude.
I love that scene.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. It's great.
fucking-
But
yeah.
that's exactly what I thought.
It's true.
The
The fallacies.
fallacies.
Yeah.
Well, we sit there and we watch and we're like, but why are you doing that?
You're right.
Or why aren't you doing this? And we'll talk about it. I guess we'll spoil something in a little bit. It's whatever. Don't really care too much.
Yeah.
Spoiler, but there's just things that happen where I go, but you did an extreme amount of power a minute ago, and now you're having a problem with something you can kill with a bottle of Raid. I'm just what? Yeah.
Right. For me too, it's just the man, I had a word for this.
Dumb.
Well, it was better than that. But
Stupid.
are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Yeah, I think for me, man, it's gonna bother me. That's what it was. It was
We got it.
in this show, especially this episode, there's a lot of forced convenience being done where it's like, hey, I
Okay.
conveniently can't use my force powers right now, or hey, I conveniently can use my force powers to get out of this situation right now.
Lightsaber EMPs.
That as well, I don't understand, and that's something that, like, while we were talking, and our coworker at our shop is I won't say a Star Wars sympathizer, but he's close to one, and and that was something
Apologist.
well, that's a better way to
Yeah.
describe it. Well, I brought that up and was like, I don't understand what that helmet's made out of. I don't understand how
Unexplainable.
that just like disrupts the kyber crystal in the lightsaber or whatever.
Well, I really don't want to rewatch the episode, but I feel like there was points where it was also the hand or the arms like smacking it, and it was good because you can see it's like Rocky type. I don't know. It's unexplainable. It doesn't make sense.
It is unexplainable, which our Star Wars apologist did say that he liked that and he was going to use that.
This is why we're here.
Unexplainable.
What did he say that I was like, I like that, I'm going to use that? Damn it. It was something good.
Yeah, it was.
It was good. Oh
Damn.
man, I forget what it was. Shout out to Dan.
Yep.
Man, I can't remember it, dude. But he did drop like a 1 bar, and I was like, ooh, that's nice. I like that.
I don't recall.
Yeah, it was something you and me both like laughed at. We were like, holy shit, that was good. But yeah, so I'll say my 2 cents about the show and just say what I said to Dan, and it's hard for me to watch the show because they've messed with lore, OG lore that's canonized, that like shouldn't be trifled with.
Right.
And because they do that and kind of poop all over the original lore, I find it hard to watch the show without it having a glaze of like hatred over it.
Okay.
And with that being said, anything that comes out of my mouth about this show, it's gonna be glazed with that hatred, unfortunately. Like I'm trying to be, I guess, critical and be fair. I just really don't like this show though. Like it's hard for me
it's
to
starting negative bias,
right.
And most of it's because you've been spurned so much in the past. It's hard to start out on a fresh starting block with everything that we've gotten. Not saying that everything has been terrible, because there's been a lot of good like Mandalorian stuff.
Sure.
Parts of Ahsoka that were decent.
Yeah.
So and one aspect that we bring up every time, and we brought it up with talking with Dan, the way that they execute the visual of things, in the environment,
notable.
It is great. They knock it out of the park. What they flunk on is story, and some executions. There's some things that like the dumb sniffer guy. Not only in like what he's doing plot wise, but the way that the character, if you will, is written, that is and the way it looks and acts and all that is gimmicky.
Well, it's like Falanified.
Yeah.
Where it's like it feels like a cartoon. Where it's like, dude, no, like that's like cartoon animated type of vibe.
Juxtaposed to the more serious nature of everything else that's happening, and it's a little, it doesn't land the right way.
Yeah, and I think this episode was supposed to be the series kind of being like, I think this episode was supposed to be this series, like, I guess you'd say like Ned Stark moment, Game of Thrones moment, where like a lot of people die in this episode and stuff, but it just doesn't feel warranted to me. I don't feel attached to the characters that do pass away, because I just don't think that they either have had enough time in the spotlight to flesh themselves out for me to get attached to them. Or one character in particular, they die and I just simply don't care. Because I just go, well, you didn't do anything anyway.
Right.
The only thing you talked about is that you suck at tracking that guy who yells, and that you needed another tracker.
You need a tracker for the tracker.
For the tracker.
Yeah.
So you clearly are buffoon.
Oh my God.
So
the amount of times is that, hey, we need to go back. No.
Well,
hey, we need to go back.
Yeah.
No.
The other, I don't really
go back.
I don't really care about like the spoiler aspect. I won't spoil a lot of shit other than what we just talked about, really. But there's another character, a main one, that like the episode prior was like, I'm gonna be a good guy now. And then this episode they're like, oh wait, no, never mind. I'm gonna switch again. And then they switch again. And it's just like, homie, make up your goddamn mind. It's, to me, it was way, if they would have given more time for those decisions to have an impact, and like, you know, said character sits with those decisions a little bit more, it would have felt like maybe more warranted. But it just literally felt like she had like bipolar disorder, and she's just like, you know, I'm gonna join that. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, dude,
Well, as you're watching,
what are you doing?
you see said character performing actions that are contrary to literally what they had just established. So you're trying to figure like, but wait a minute, this is not what you just said. Okay, well we're on this train now, and then they start doing something else, and then you're like, but wait,
you just said, yeah.
So imagine that you've got like two long ass like train trails. They're going in opposite directions, and this person's just hopping from one. Oh, and I'm going this way. Oh, and I'm going this way. And I'm,
That is kind of what it feels like.
yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it just again that it's just and let me just be clear too, because I've kind of like said this in previous episodes we've had and like previous episodes we've reviewed of The Acolyte. I really do think that the actress is doing the best that she can, the main protagonist. I think the role is like a demanding role.
Oh, for sure.
But I think she's doing the best that she can do with the writing that she has. Because beforehand, and I'll kind of like retract my statement that I made the last, like, I don't know, what has it been, like 4 weeks or whatever?
Yeah.
Where I said that she was a bad actor. And I don't really think that anymore.
Right.
To be honest with you. Like, I think
That's
she's
fair.
because there are some scenes where I'm like, yeah, she's in her bag. Like, this is cool. The Parent Trap whole scene, I was like, nah, I don't know. It's fucked up. But the just her playing some roles, like she plays two main roles, and I think she's doing the best that she can do with the writing that she has. I'll give her that credit.
Well, that and the direction, because she has to play two diametrically opposed characters.
Right.
So the only way that you can portray that, like the easiest way that you can portray that is to exaggerate either end to show the divide.
Yeah, sure.
It can't just be hair length is the difference. So
yeah, and that and again, like I said, I think especially with that being a detail in there too, it's like if you watch the episode, you'll know what we're talking about. But it's just bad writing.
Yep.
Like bad writing.
Oh, there's a tattoo involved too. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. The camera focuses on it. We know, but the characters in the universe apparently have never seen said person without sleeves. We'll say.
Yeah. I don't know. I really hope it doesn't get greenlit for season 2. That's what they want right now. I've been hearing that a lot, is that
we gotta finish our story.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm hearing. If they do, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm boycotting it. I'm not kidding either. I will not watch it. I will not review it. I will not do anything with that.
Well, it's something too with the lore, which again they don't care about. They're writing their own universe. That's their plan. They don't care about canon.
So I won't care about your season 2.
Fair. But my point is that this story is taking place not long before the events of the prequels.
The 100 years.
100 years,
Yeah.
right? So you keep kind of writing yourself into a corner if you're continuing this, because you're going to be coming up on there. You've already infringed on some characters, having them included when they technically haven't been born to their established canon. The only thing I can gather from that, you're rewriting canon.
Well, like you said, they don't care.
Right.
So why the fuck would I care?
Well, that's just how I have to view Star Wars now. We talked about it last time. My analogy with the yard sale. These are no longer George Lucas's toys. Disney's playing with them now. They're writing a new story.
Well, right, but we're like gone from the original yard sale, and we're at a yard sale now where this person took the original toys, melted them all down, and then made a new toy out of 4 different.
That's what. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They took the gauntlets off of this one, put it on here.
well,
I'm
they
gonna
just-
give this guy a cape.
They
type
made
thing.
a new like whatever the fuck they call it, where they like pour the plastic in the model
New
thing,
mold.
new mold.
Yeah.
They popped it out and they go, "Here's your new Star Wars toy," and I go, "This shit sucks." Like
Right.
this, is
but it's
bad.
made of previous Star Wars
Right,
toys.
yeah.
Like I understand, but the
This is
ingredients
garbage.
the ingredients are there. You've like overcooked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
burnt. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Actually, it's more undercooked. I'm getting salmonella from it. But,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's
making me sick.
It's just yeah. I don't like the show. I don't think it deserves a season 2. Especially with the audience rating, man. Like, Disney, please just look at your fucking
matter.
reviews, dude. It's so crazy criminal that you guys don't do that. It's insane.
Well, they do. They look at it.
Yeah, they just don't
I don't
give a
care.
fuck. Yeah.
I don't care.
So, like, Disney's, like Disney
I don't know
does.
what's gonna make them ever care.
But I do, and it's going to be exactly what I just said about season 2. It's going to be everybody going, "Hey, well, your Marvel shit sucks. Your Star Wars shit sucks. The only thing that's on here that's worth a fuck is the Discovery Channel shit." And
Yeah,
now
right,
now
Discovery.
you guys have finally put Hulu content on Disney Plus, so I can watch like The Bear on Disney Plus now. That's cool. Other than that,
It's
your
only 'cause
shit's
they
garbage.
own both of them.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is like I'm going on Disney Plus to watch FX stuff.
Right. Fair.
So it's like, what are we doing?
Unfortunately, I was gonna say just to use Hulu and not Disney Plus.
That's the
but-
same thing.
But exactly, it's
Right.
the money's going to the same peeps. So.
But my thing is that the IPs of, maybe not Marvel very quickly, but I feel like Star Wars is on the fast decline of people just going, don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Don't care.
I'm over it.
Don't want it anymore.
I'm over it.
Yeah, and then they'll stop making it. And then they'll wait 10 more years and then come out with a new one and everybody will go crazy over.
Yeah,
Exactly what they did before.
it's true.
So,
Roadmap.
yeah. So I am like to the point now where I'm like, please do that. I don't want to think about Star Wars for a while.
Although, I mean, you said we'd get a reboot, or not a reboot, a season 2. What if they just rebooted The Acolyte? Because it'd be a year.
Yeah.
Shout out to a show we're going to be talking about later.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I think the Acolyte, I'm done with it. I'm like watching
Done
it
talking
out of
about it.
obligation.
Yeah.
Out of obligation now. It ruins my fucking
Well,
night.
I want to see how much stupider they can get. That's the thing. I do somewhat enjoy this movie. Like, wait a minute though, how did this pass some kind of firewall of this is good enough to put out?
I can't.
And I think most of it has to come down to the visuals. You have people who are uninvested in the story reviewing this, just staring at the screen, not understanding what's happening, going, "Yeah, this looks really good. This looks
Yeah.
really good. Oh man, that fight scene, that looked really good."
Yeah.
But to the uninitiated or those who don't care or that do care, to the initiated or people who care, sorry, there's a big deal. There's big implications.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I'm what you call a Sith.
ugh. Yeah.
And they're like, wait,
I'm-
what? Who? What? You wield the weapon of a Jedi. No, it's red. It's the Sith one.
Garbage.
They never knew anything about the Sith before. Okay, cool.
Yeah, KOTOR didn't exist. But,
but that's exactly. Yeah. Oh, and you were talking about doing a KOTOR show. Well, how would that fit in with this show you just made?
it wouldn't.
It's puzzle pieces to two different puzzles.
Yeah. It's that's so like that exactly that like that loop that we just went through verbally. That's why I can't be like, I want to see how silly they make this show now. I don't care.
Yeah.
It makes me mad because I'm like, why? Why are we here? Like, I just.
This is why we're here.
Right.
This is why we're
I don't understand, like, no, I gotta rephrase that. I don't want to understand their mind frame anymore. I don't care anymore. You've lost me.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point now where I'm almost want to just cover up my Boba Fett tattoo.
I know that's what
I'm
you
dead
said.
ass.
It's
I'm not kidding.
and that's saddening. I mean, it's just such
It is
it's
for
a
me.
property,
I
right?
love Star Wars.
I know.
But because I love Star Wars so much, I hate the new Star Wars. I hate it. It's nothing like the old Star Wars. It's everything that is
Space
social,
battles, not Star Wars. It's space battles.
Any social politic that's going on in the time of day when they're writing the script is inside of fucking Star Wars, and I hate it.
Yeah, but Star Wars always had politics involved.
Not social. And
Bingo.
trade politics in because that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
Political
why they-
movements of
they
different
had-
factions. And,
Right, and none of that shit is in Star Wars anymore.
Nope.
Spoilers, you fucking dunces.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Well,
with
they had
it.
the Trade Federation. They had a cameo.
Yeah,
They had a cameo.
They're talking like fucking Steve Carell from Dunder Mifflin. It's great. I'm over it, dude. Like, I got no sympathy for them anymore. I'm not, you know it's bad. I'm sorry, but and if you are, this is a deep cut. So for people who are new to the show, you guys probably won't understand. But for anybody that's watched the show for like over a year, you'll get what I'm saying. You know it's bad when motherfucking Leebaugh says, I had it on for 20 minutes and I turned it off.
Yeah, that's...
You know it is bad. That motherfucker will watch anything and say it's good.
It's true.
You know it's bad when he has to have it on for 20 minutes and turns it off, dude. I'm sorry, but it's terrible. It's a horrible show.
And I can't even say that because I've heard the same things from people watching like Game of Thrones. They watch the first episode or half of the first episode, go, this is boring. I'm out. This is dumb. That show in particular, or there's many shows that are like it, is somewhat of a slow burn show, especially for episode 1.
Yeah.
You have to learn and get introduced to all the characters. Not this show.
No.
It does not get better after episode 1.
No.
You cannot get more invested.
Yeah. All right.
Fumbles.
Let's run an ad.
Fumble bumble.
I gotta pee, and then we'll talk about stuff that's better than this shit.
True that. We be right back, baby. All right, we back. We back, baby.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna shift gears. We're gonna go into what, the boys?
Yeah, we go to the boys.
All right.
We let me get
Shift
that
gears,
going.
go to the boys.
Yeah, shift it up.
So we got The Boys season 4. We watched episodes 2 through 5.
True.
And
caught ourselves up.
Yeah, caught ourselves up. So
had no problem doing it.
Yeah. We noticed it was getting kind of review bombed by like audience.
Yeah.
Score is kind of low on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't understand why. A lot of people are saying there's like plot holes and this and that and whatever the fuck.
Wait, I don't see them.
I don't either. I don't really understand what everybody's talking about, really. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm having a good time watching the show, though.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think everybody's killing it.
Yeah.
As far as character wise, it's been brutal.
Yeah,
It's been pretty brutal. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anthony Starr, a gem as always. So I don't know, man.
I don't know if I mean I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm like, I don't know if I can see him as anyone else.
Yeah.
You know,
he's on the screen right there. But like, yeah, the way his face is cemented as Homelander.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know he says he gets really agitated when fans like are, I guess he'd say, like weird around him.
Fair.
Because they like just associate him with like Homelander.
Right.
And
they
they're
think
like,
that he's Homelander.
Yeah, and he's been like vocal about how he's like, you know, my character isn't me. Like, my character's a psycho. Like, I'm not him. You know, I'm a normal guy.
Right, exactly.
Like, you know
I just play this character.
And but I mean we said it last week, we said it this week when we watched the show, but I mean, he is just in his fucking bag the entirety of this series again.
The way he can control emotions just through mannerisms,
like his face.
Well, it's his face and his body posture and everything.
Yeah.
And switch it on a dime is crazy. It's good.
It's really,
they kill it.
Well, and yeah, like there's this one scene in particular, I forget what episode it is, but they show a close up of him. He's standing there and it's like he looks like he's going to laser the entire room. Like he's just like right on the edge of doing that. And then like cameras come by and shit, and he just switches immediately to like, hey, how's everybody doing or whatever. And it's just like, verbally, I said out loud, I was like, geez, man.
Yeah.
Like this guy, I mean, real time, we literally just see his entire emotion like spectrum just switch, flip, like boom, right there, right in front of the camera. Like
with that smile.
Holy crap. It was crazy, dude. But yeah, I mean, this season for me, I don't necessarily know if I like the stuff that's going on with Frenchie. To be honest, it's kind of like boring to me.
Okay.
I don't really like. I don't really like
what's happening with him.
I don't like that they're trying to make Frenchie have redeemable qualities. Frenchie's always been a fucking scumbag loser. Just keep him a scumbag loser, in my opinion. Like, I get it. You know, it's like we want to resonate with these characters that are, we don't just want to glorify pieces of crap and like we want them to change or whatever. Not necessarily with Frenchie, in my opinion.
Fair.
I feel like Frenchie needs to stay with his goggles on and doing drugs and killing people. Like, that's what he's good at.
True.
I just, you know, I don't think, I mean, now this past episode that we watched with 5, Frenchie kind of like says some stuff to Starlight where I was like, okay, yeah, this is Frenchie. Like, I'm liking what I'm hearing from him. Like, he's kind of like giving up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's like kind of typical Frenchie. Makes sense to me. But yeah, episodes 2 through like 4, 3, at the end of 3, maybe, or we'll just say 4. Frenchie is like going through this like redemption arc where it's just like, dude, what are we doing? Yeah, didn't like it.
It's him straining the relationship with Kamiko.
Whatever his name is.
Well,
the dude.
The dude, but I'm saying the assassin, and I don't know why I'm blanking on it. The girl right there,
Kimiko.
That's not her name.
What?
Kimiko is from Heavenly Delusion. Is it the same?
No,
It's her name is also Kimiko. That's why I'm getting screwed up here.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? That's Kimiko.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was something close to that, not the same. But whatever.
Yeah, it's Kimiko.
Okay. But yeah, it's straining their relationship.
I don't have my phone on.
Right. It's screwing me up.
I'm pretty sure it's Kimiko.
Something. Yeah, could be.
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm almost positive.
Just the Heavenly Delusion's fucking me up.
Yeah, fair enough. Great show.
But yeah, it's true. But yeah, so it's straining their relationship.
Yeah.
And putting extra stress on her. And it is moving some side plot forward. That I'm sure we're going to get some kind of equalization out on.
I think we already did.
I mean, towards where it's going to ramp back up to what we know and what we like. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to stay wrecked and we don't know and we need to talk. It'll
probably be some like finale.
That's what I'm saying. There'll be some kind of more repair and all right, we're going to go in. He's going to do a line and be like, all right, let's get it.
See, Frenchie is my favorite member of the boys, so gotcha. Like I don't want to say they're wasting him this season, but I'm just like, there's a lot of stuff that he's done in the past 3 seasons where I'm like, hell yeah, that's Frenchie. Like, and in this season he's not utilized as much because he's doing his own thing. Like him and Kimiko are both on separate paths doing their own kind of missions, I guess we'll say. Same thing with Starlight and really MM and Butcher and Huey.
They all have their
separated,
own, separated, but they are still somewhat working toward. They were, and then things got spoiled.
As well as they do in this season in particular. They have a good job of whoever, like, well, I'm sure it's a bunch of people, but like whoever the director is, good job at doing like some of these transitions that they're doing. Like there was one in last night's episode where season 5,
I know what you're talking about.
Where they focus on like a hospital light and it transitions to car headlights. I was like, damn, that was good, awesome. Yeah, so it was like things like that.
And I realized that and it had to be shot this way with that transition in mind because of the focus pull.
Right.
Like that was an in-camera focus pull.
Yeah.
That then went overexposed to the Carlite. And
Right.
yeah, it was really good.
It was good. And they've done that a couple of times where it maybe not as intricate as that one, but they've done transitions where it's like, because a lot of the members are separated, they do these transitions where it's like almost fluid, so you're just constantly, you're like, oh, well, now we're with Kimiko, or oh,
Yeah.
now we're with Frenchie, or something like that, where it's like
Not just a
still
jump cut.
feels like it's tied together. You
Gotcha.
know?
Yeah.
So I like that.
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, this season I'm not having any problems with it really. There's a lot of ins and outs that are happening, just like season 3 had a lot of ins and outs, some like, you know, convolution.
The
going
boy.
on. Ryan.
Oh, the boy. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan's. I never really liked Ryan. Ever.
Yeah.
Especially in season 3, I was like, God, you're a whiny bitch. But him in this season. One, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I gotta say what I gotta say. What the fuck's going on with his voice?
It's going through puberty,
Bro, there's no way that kid's still going through puberty, bro. He was going through puberty like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Why are you talking like that? I don't understand what's going on. And I'm not talking about the pitch. I'm talking about like the screechy, like voice crack and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You don't look that age anymore.
But the character is supposed to be. That's the thing. It's a little bit of a like a Tom and Joffrey type.
It's bothering me
More Tom
a
than
lot.
Joffrey, but yeah.
I know. It's like worse than the Stranger Things thing.
Actually, a bigger comparison, not necessarily with the voice, but the difference from season to season is Bran Stark. Seeing young Bran Stark and then boom, oh my God, he's on the way to the weirwood tree and you're like a teenager now.
Yeah, holy moly.
So that's what I think most of the disconnect is because there is such a jump.
I'm like, dude, you're like 16.
I know.
What are you doing?
I know.
I'm like, bro, anybody that would talk like that, I'd be making fun of him. At 16?
Yeah. But the character, I don't think is supposed to be 16.
No, I don't think so either. But I will say that the actor who's playing Ryan, I think he's in his bag. Like, I like him. I like him.
And I like the character's shifting a little bit now towards the end.
We're getting more range from him now.
True. But I liked him in the beginning of the season, like with what Homelander was doing, like he clearly didn't want to be doing this TV show, was acting like him, like, dude, do you even want to do this? He was like, no, not really. He's like, okay, well now we're not going to do it. And I liked that because it was weird to me, like watching Homelander do some of these actions, because I'm like, well, that's actually like a decently fatherly thing to do. Like, do you even want to be doing this right now? Let's do what you want to do. Type things. Like, you shouldn't be locked in and obligated to do something that you don't want to do. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Now it's turning a little bit to more of a darker side.
What's interesting about that, we're getting into spoiler territory.
True.
We're just gonna spoil it. Like, we're just gonna talk it. So
We'll hit him with the wee woo.
yeah,
it was real loud.
So Homelander is starting. So Homelander's whole thing is that they call like a Freudian mess. Like he's easily manipulated because he craves acknowledgement, attention, and love. Like that's basically the holy trinity that you can control Homelander with.
Yep.
It's what in season 1, it's what the Vought CEO was doing to him.
Mommy.
Yeah, she literally was doing that. Homelander is starting to understand that, and he's starting to manipulate Ryan how he got manipulated, and he's understanding that it works.
Right.
Because Ryan is basically Homelander and also
2.0.
craves that kind of stuff. But with Homelander, it's from everyone, and from Ryan, it's basically from Homelander or Butcher,
A parental figure.
Yeah,
Correct.
And so I think, especially with this last episode where we get, with the whole whatever milkshake drinking scene where slap him or all that shit.
Yeah.
It's starting to, you could tell that Homelander's like, oh, this is how I need to talk to Ryan and this is how I get him to do stuff. Is like, I have to play it like he's in charge, not me.
Right.
And like, the fact that Homelander is willing to kind of step back and be in the shadows of that is more alarming to me than anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, he's going back on everything that he's been taught up until now. Like, he just discovered a new way to manipulate
For
people.
sure. Well, and a lot of that had to deal with the one conversation that he had with the director lady or whatever, where when she dropped that on him, like, you could have left any time, bro. You didn't have to endure any of that.
And she's like laughing at him.
Oh, I know.
It was brutal, dude.
Yeah.
That actress was in her bag.
Yeah, when she showed up, and I'm just like, you're like dead instantly, and she's just like, John, calm down.
Yeah,
what are you doing, John?
I was like, what?
Like, you're gonna talk. You see this destruction around you, and you're just going to be talking down to him? Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but that revelation to him, I think, was a tipping point for sure. It's like, oh, you are right.
You're right. Yeah.
And I've been acting like that, outside of here, but I didn't realize that I had that power. When I'm looking at Mini Me 2.0 right now, can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to be tactful about this.
And I can change him to where he doesn't act like me at this age.
Right.
He'll be better than me.
Yep.
Like, and this whole like, we gotta save the world for our children complex and stuff like that is diabolical to me. I was when he started that
playthings
meeting,
and all that kind of.
I was like, oh shit, we're getting here. Oh no.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, and I don't know. I like the direction that things are heading.
I had a real bad feeling for A-Train though. Really bad.
I don't think he's gonna be walking anytime soon.
I
think he's gonna get his like legs ripped off or something like that.
Probably
lasered off or whatever.
Something's gonna be happening.
Something. I don't think Sage will be around for much longer either. Or not Sage, Sister Sage.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's the smart woman.
No, I know.
You're right.
Okay, all right. Made sure.
They had to add the sister on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think she'll be around much longer either. I think Firecracker will get her revenge and
really.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think, dude. There's something that I noticed about Sister Sage immediately, and the show lets you in on it immediately, but literally, she is the weakest when she's by herself.
Oh, of course.
When she lobotomizes herself to get away from being herself, she's gonna die.
Well, even still though, like, she has no physical power. So if she is
other
by
than
herself,
her brain regenerating, that's her physical power.
Right, but her body doesn't. It's just the brain.
No, it's just her brain. Yeah.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. If you just had her alone at any point in time, you could do it. You just need Homelander to turn.
I mean, that's the thing though, is that like, in my opinion, this is how this is total speculation. But what I think is Firecracker is gonna get wind of the Deep visiting Sage.
There.
Firecracker's gonna get, the Deep to lobotomize her, and then they're gonna kill her right there, because she's
Look, that's what I'm saying. You could kill her at any time. You don't need her to be lobotomized to kill her.
Yeah, because she's not Sister Sage when she's lobotomized. If she's Sister Sage, she's going to outsmart you. You need her to get lobotomized first.
I just don't see how you can outsmart somebody that's determined to kill you, just walking in with massive power and going boom right through your face.
Well, I think from what the show has showed us, that scenario wouldn't happen because Sage would anticipate that happening because she's so super smart.
Yeah, fair.
You know what I mean? Like, because I get what you're saying. I mean, Homelander could literally just turn around and be like, and just explode her.
That's more of what I think would happen.
I think
that
Firecrackers are just gonna
well,
get it.
I'm thinking that it's Firecracker going behind her back and somehow exposing Sage as her plan.
A mole or something. Yeah.
So here, for example, she gets lobotomized with the Deep. She gets a recording of the Deep asking her what her plan is, and it unveils the whole plan. Let me play that recording for Homelander. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That type deal. Like I was manipulating Homelander the whole time to do XYZ.
Right.
That's how I see that going.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely get away with doing something like that for sure too.
Yeah, I don't see it as just necessarily Firecracker going out and.
Just those lines that they had, that exchange that they had.
It was a little brutal there at the end. Yeah,
like Firecracker's pissed.
Oh yeah.
So
once she got set up.
Yeah.
To get her face smashed in.
Yeah.
And stuff leaked.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, I do know that it's interesting storytelling, and I'm interested to see where it goes, though.
yeah,
I like
because
that.
it's hard to introduce a character that's like the smartest, because how do you get around that? And they, like you said, they added that little linchpin that's of the lobotomizing.
Yeah.
That's like that's their downfall.
The way.
That is the downfall.
Yep. Yeah. And the I would argue that Sister Sage kind of fucked up big time by letting the Deep in, because immediately when you do that,
when you let the Deep in.
Well, oh shit. Well, I guess that is a pun. That's true.
That's where you done fucked.
But like you're literally handing someone the kryptonite and being like, hey, like, you gotta hold on to this for a minute. Like, and it's like you're trusting that person. Like, and she doesn't seem like she trusts anybody. So I'm like, why the fuck would you let him lobotomize you? Like, why would you trust him to do that? If it were me, I would have been like, hang on 1 second, let me put this thing in my, and boom, boom.
I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Right.
And then you come back and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Let's give me some of that onion ring shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bloomin' onion.
I don't know why she decided to do that, but that's, yeah.
Well, the first time she did it herself.
Right. That's not what I'm talking about.
Like wanders.
The second time's when I don't understand.
I'm like, you fucked up. Like,
right.
But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she's not as smart as we think because of stuff like that.
Well, I guess in that scene where she had the Deep do that, he called her out and was like, why did you act like this the one night? And then everything else, you've been treating me like shit and talking down to me, but you said all this other stuff, and I guess she had to explain it, and that was, I don't know.
Half of me just goes like,
and she thinks that the Deep's dumb enough to.
It's either something like that where she's like, this guy's an absolute moron, it doesn't matter, and she's just underestimating him, because that might be another weakness of hers, is underestimating people because they're not as smart as her.
Could be.
Or she genuinely just finds him attractive and she just wanted to fuck him.
True.
And she got rid of the piece of brain that didn't want to.
Now scrape.
Yeah, like somebody's playing.
It's probably Jordan.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like things like that where I don't know. They haven't really given us anything else with her this last episode, other than like the whole she's trying to find the leak, the mole, all that type of stuff. But I think, in the next couple of episodes, some crazy shit will probably end up going down.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Maybe the octopus in the Deep's room will kill her over jealousy.
I thought of something like that. Either that or overhearing something too, and somehow
inject the octopus with like compound V, and then let it go crazy on.
Oh my god,
that would be insane, dude. That would be insane.
Animals with V. Oh my god, those chickens,
dude. The chickens, the sheep, the bunny.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it was crazy.
Oh, that bunny scene too. That was an eye opener there for Butcher.
Well, it lets you see a little bit of empathy for him, and I think it's because he now understands that he's really got a toe tag on.
Yeah,
his
he's
foot.
On borrowed time.
Like
sure.
he really is, and that rabbit, him letting it go immediately, you're like, something's going on with Butcher, like where he's not as, he wouldn't care about shit like that normally, but And then when he goes and he sees it later, I think it really sank in for him where he's like,
yeah.
For me, I looked at it like Butcher saw himself in that bunny, let it go, and then he saw the aftermath of what's going to happen to him. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I'm confused, though, because that kind of already happened to him.
Remember, though, that only happens when they're about to die.
Oh, yeah, I figured as
And I
much.
think
It's the
it's
parasite going,
trying to be-
hey,
yeah,
I'm
it's-
going to protect my host.
Yes.
I get that. But in the bunny, though, it was just like dying, I guess, or dead.
It was in the process of dying. It was like hyperventilating and stuff like that. And with Butcher, he was getting strangled, and you saw that thing go from his neck all the way up to his head and be like, oh no.
But that's my question, like, what did it come out of his mouth? Like, if there was no like hole, it didn't burst through.
Probably
like
was
the
his
rabbit.
mouth.
Like
Probably-
the rabbit.
Yeah, probably the mouth. And then the tentacles probably latched on and then just separated it, Ezekiel.
But my other question, because the V, right, Compound V generally was giving superheroes just random ass powers, right?
I don't think Compound V did. I think it was like just V in its like pure form.
Okay.
Was giving people powers.
So Compound V did what? Enhanced?
Because
A-Train was taking V.
I don't know if it was Compound though. I think it was just regular
straight V, but
Yeah.
then that was just enhancing the power he already had.
Yeah, it was allowing him to
Run fast.
use his power to the utmost. Like, because he couldn't do it without the V.
My question is, why would this Compound V, unless that's all that Compound V does, but that wouldn't be the case because Huey's dad didn't have the same thing.
Well, we don't. No, he didn't get Compound V.
Well, he got V.
He got V. Yeah. Because remember, there was only, I think, like 12 vials or 11 vials left, and they took one. And that's like V in its purest form.
So you know what A-Train took?
Yeah.
Oh, there was more than 11 in there.
I can't remember how many it was, but it wasn't a full. I mean, it was like, it was like
stocked.
1,000 or like on a pallet or something.
Yeah, let's say
like,
it was like 50.
Yeah, sure,
50,
whatever.
but yeah.
So he takes one out and he gives it to Huey and all that shit. But Compound V, I think, was the thing in the beginning, like the first season. It was like a off-brand street cut of V, and that's what gave people like a parasite. That's why Newman's daughter has parasite in her, I think.
So I guess maybe it was a mixture of V and Compound V?
Yeah, I think she shot her up with Compound V first and then regular V.
Oh, they made it this super parasite.
Right. I think. I really honestly could be wrong. I know for a fact that Compound V is like literally like Coke cut with Fent.
Yeah,
and then
fair.
V is like pure Coke.
Gotcha.
I think. I'm almost positive.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
and the
sense.
Compound has something in it where it's like a parasite. It gives you a parasite or something like that. I don't really understand.
No, but that would make sense, with at least with the daughter, because she can control that parasite.
Right. The other thing that I just thought of as to what might explain that a little bit further, I don't know if it does or not, might be Gen V.
Oh, fair.
You know what I mean? And they might go more into detail about like what Compound V is and what V is. Just strictly based off of like, I'm pretty sure that Gen V just handles a group of people who get tested on with V, and then like
with regular V.
I think.
What has to? Yeah, they don't have parasites.
Well, no, I know, but at that testing facility, you might see other people get tested on with Compound that like break
which was
out and
the
have
more yellow,
like greenish yellow highlighter color. Yeah. So I don't know,
but I guess it would make sense that Newman would have given her daughter Compound V because that's what she got her hands on or whatever. Got the parasite and was like, oh no, I've got to fix this. I got to use regular V, and that only also enhanced the parasite.
And we also found out Newman's not husband, but hubby or whatever, baby daddy. And that would explain why, you know, she was able to get her hands on that kind of shit, was because...
Well, they had the whole farm set up.
Right.
And stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's in Gen V or not. And I think Newman is in the end of Gen V. I'm pretty sure. Because one of the flashbacks in the start of this season, it shows Newman like exploding heads of people who like are talking about the virus and stuff like that. And I don't remember if that's from a previous season or if it's from Gen V. I don't know.
You're talking about in the preview for the episode? Dude, oh my God, thank goodness. Like there was another of like, am I insane?
Oh, where you're
because
like,
I watched it, dude, like I didn't fall asleep. I don't know what's happening. All right,
I'm like
goodness.
I'm like 90% sure that's
watch
from
that.
Gen V.
We did not watch that.
Yeah,
it has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
Well, it's concrete now because like I said, I watched that. I'm like, dude, I don't remember this at all.
Well, I saw that scene and I was like, never seen that before. Like
exactly.
That. And
that's why I was asking if we skipped the episode.
The other thing too is I was like, when did they make Newman's eyes go white when she's exploding everybody? I thought she just like exploded everybody. Yeah. So I was like, maybe they showed that in Gen V? I don't know. I gotta watch Gen V.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm getting at.
Yep. So, that might answer some of the questions.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, great show so far.
I really like it. I've always liked it, but I really
episode.
I know. I really miss Maeve.
Yeah.
I hope she
was
comes
good.
back.
Yeah, she just left, right?
Yeah, she just went off into the sunset with her girl, and they dipped out.
Right, we're done.
I would like to see her come back though. That'd be really cool. God, she is sexy. Woo, that actress. Oh my God. I think she's like 45 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I would do some things.
There's a lot of them in there.
Yeah. I'd probably stand outside of her house with a boombox.
Yeah.
So lost without you.
Yeah.
Come on, Maeve, give me a shot. You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
My name's not Maeve. That's a character I play. Come on, Maeve.
That's what I know. Yeah.
Put the Maeve outfit on. I don't own it. What?
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll go to the studio right now.
Vault Properties. Yeah.
Yeah, but all in all, it's a good show. I highly recommend watching The Boys. If you're not a fan of like gore and debauchery and crazy shit, yeah, don't watch it. It's definitely like a TVMA. But man, is it good?
Yeah,
it's very good. I like it a lot. I highly recommend it.
It's not like horror gore. Like the gore and shit happens, but it's not scary.
No, some of it. Some of it is badass.
Most of it is.
Yeah, some of it is like comedy.
That chicken just popped through a person.
Yeah, or like this last episode that we watched. There's a character that I won't spoil who it is, but there's a character that is phasing through people, and it is insane looking.
Crazy, and oh my God, I felt so bad.
I felt so bad, but I also was like, damn, I ain't never seen people do that shit before with that kind of power. What the hell, baby?
Freaking out, dude.
My man was Kali-maing everybody.
Yeah.
Kalima. It was like 3 people. I'm like, jeez, man, stop.
I knew that one dude had it. It was over for him, man. When he was talking to that nurse. Like, yeah, take you out to dinner sometime, bro. You dead, bro. You dead.
I was like, oh boy. But then again, I mean, props to the actor who did that, because
dude,
he was really
brought it out.
I was like, dude, what?
Especially towards the end there.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck is happening, man.
Like, something's wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. I was like, yeah, something is wrong, buddy.
Definitely.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I'm not even going to lie. I thought Huey's mom was going to be working for Vault.
Right.
And she might be, but for right now, I mean,
from the delivery,
okay.
From the delivery, yeah, nah, she was trying to do what she thought was right, and
I still don't trust her.
Well, because she lied.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
But do we know that she? But do she know that she lied? Do we know that she lied?
No, we don't know.
Because she said that it fell out of his pocket.
It didn't.
Out of the jacket pocket.
Yeah, it didn't.
How do you know?
Well,
he left the jacket there. She could have picked it up off of the chair and moved it and fell out of the jacket.
I still think she's working for Vault.
Yeah.
Because specifically because of something that's happening with Huey's dad, she's there. Like, it seems like she's planted, and it seems like she's monitoring what Huey is doing.
Oh, fair.
That's how I'm treating it. Is like she's and who would be the best undercover mole spy from Vault to study people from the boys? It would definitely be Huey. Would be the weakest link to get in there.
Yeah, and we know that they've been surveilled.
Yeah.
Sage has been on top of them.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, and who's to say Sage didn't look up Huey?
Oh, right.
Because he's publicly with Starlight and go, okay, well, where's this guy's parents?
Yep.
And then
go, hey,
boom.
we got a connection here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Well, yeah, you got the ominous when the blue liquid started going through and all this.
I think she got planted there from Vault, and I think that she's monitoring what Huey's doing and telling Sage. That's what I think, and then I think at the end Huey's going to have to kill his mom.
Yeah,
and he's going to lose both parents.
Right, and that was a significant line from her.
Yep. So I'm thinking I'm thinking she's gonna get found out. Huey's not gonna be able to handle it. He's gonna end up killing her.
Definitely, because you saw the streak that he had, the little hint of madness, if you will.
Yep.
When he killed the one guy with the box cutter.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's coming back out for sure.
Yep. And I think it's after Huey does that, I think we're gonna get our Huey Butcher arc, where Huey's going to not be a nice guy anymore.
You're like, Butcher, you've been right. Debauchery it is, bro.
Yeah, I think because Huey does that in the comics for a little while.
Okay.
He kind of loses his shit, and
it's not gonna make Starlight happy.
Well, he'll lose everything because he's Butcher Light.
Yep.
So,
Butcher Light.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, the little oi. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for it, though. I think The Boys is definitely a show worth watching. Go check it out. Support it up. They did a good job. And
so far, I feel like we've talked through any plot holes that you could really think of. So I don't know.
Whatever.
Don't know.
I do know that they got greenlit for season 5. So
I'll be here.
It got greenlit the day of season 1,
right?
Or episode. It got greenlit the day episode 1 came out,
right?
So
I'm here for it.
Me too.
They're killing it.
Yeah,
as well as a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
So
yes, sir.
There you go. That's The Boys. All caught up.
Yeah,
The Boys.
Can't wait.
All caught up.
We'll have episode 6 for you guys next week.
Yeah, can't wait for Friday.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to our next talking point here. I know I had brought it up here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Boom. House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Season 2, episode 2.
Good episode.
Always a fan.
Takes up right where the episode 1 left off, dealing with the aftermath of episode 1.
What an aftermath it was.
Heavy stuff. Some scenes again that, you know, I will give people a fair warning. You do see some disturbing stuff. In particularly one scene, like a funeral scene, it is gruesome. So there's that going on. Rhaenyra is arguing with Daemon in this one a lot. They are not on good terms.
No.
You know, it's kind of like coming to light that Daemon definitely had something to do with what is happening in the capital, all that kind of shit. I'm trying to think of like other tidbits.
The biggest thing in that between Rhaenyra and Daemon was like Rhaenyra's realizing that Daemon's doing his own. He's always been doing his own thing.
He's not
down for the cause, if you will.
Yeah.
And although he claims that he did this for Rhaenyra, she knows that it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. So that's going to definitely spur some interesting events. We know that he dipped. He's like, I'm out. We know where he's going. I know where he's going. They show it in the trailer. Actually, he says it. He's going to Harrenhal.
Yeah.
So
is Aemon. Aemon. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Aemon and Daemon.
Yep.
Yep. They're gonna fight.
Yep. Definitely. Crazy.
Do you think we're getting that tonight?
I'd hope so.
Me too, man. I kind of want
they
it.
both just said they're going there, so you could only hope. We did get a fight in this that I was not expecting to be this early. Also, you had the bro v bro,
Yeah.
which was really good too.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
What else? Personally, Aegon's actor, I feel like killed it this episode. The King.
Yeah. I
really like him.
I do too.
I don't know why.
Well, he's got more screen time this season.
Well, it's
for
true.
Sure.
It's true. But just in the way that he's acting,
it's perfect.
It's perfect, and it's way better than season 1. I feel like.
Yeah.
Just the way that he's handling some of these situations and actually like playing the character that he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
In things that he says and some of the outrage, he like has some kind of like little Kylo Ren-y type.
Yeah.
But it's actually, in my opinion, warranted opposed to Kylo Ren's freakouts, you know, obviously. But I feel like the way that he's playing the character is just the way it should be. It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah,
He's
I
killing
agree.
it. And I want to see more.
Yeah. I've been saying it for the last week, I guess, or 2 weeks, really. But yeah, I don't have a problem with anything in this show.
Nope.
It's great the entire time it's on screen. I think maybe last week was a little bit information heavy, like a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but the pace of it was during the middle sequence, I guess you'd say, of the show. And this episode is longer than last week's as well.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 weeks ago.
Right. Episode 1.
So yeah, it's like maybe 15 more minutes added onto it or something. And I'm not saying that it should have gotten it taken off or anything. It's just, you know, midway through, I was like, whew, yeah, we get a lot of information, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I get a lot of information. Okay, all right, cool. But the pacing of the episode itself was still very like, boom, okay, now we're going to the next
Yeah,
thing,
we
and
didn't
boom.
stick on something for a long time.
Right. And I just think that I you know, the way that they're going about this kind of stuff, I mean, it makes an hour feel like it's 30 minutes.
I know.
It really does. And when I'm watching the show, I mean, I am in there. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm
Glued.
yeah.
Glued on.
I don't know. I keep trying to think of like stuff that I don't like. I just can't find anything.
It's nothing that I don't like.
No, I mean, I think the sets are incredible. The CGI on the dragons still look good. We haven't got a lot of them yet. I think we'll probably get them soon. Maybe tonight. But you know, the costume's incredible. The acting is incredible.
The way that they portrayed the social anxiety from both Allison and her daughter.
Yeah.
The queen now.
Yeah.
Was really good.
Yeah.
I like, because I've had the social anxiety. Like, I've felt the same way. It's to be like being in this seat and like I have nowhere to go, dude. I can't get out of here.
Yeah.
And you got all
Yeah.
It's portrayed really well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I just I mean, they just make a good show, dude. I mean, I really have nothing else to really talk about, really. I mean, I keep like trying to like go into my mind and be like, I didn't like this. I'm just like, it's not there.
Yeah, right.
I just like everything in it.
It's like you go down the list of set, costume, dialogue,
right,
actual plot, all that kind of.
It's
killing
all
it.
there,
and it's in my opinion, some of it is because it's based on a really good property already. Not just Game of Thrones, but House of the Dragon and the books that it is based on.
Yeah,
you have concrete facts, if you will, that you can pull from.
Yeah,
and because this book has been gone through so much and all that, like plot holes and all that, they're not really there. Obviously, yes, as you adapt it, you might introduce some here and there.
Right.
But on the larger points, if you follow the roadmap, everything's been laid out before you, and they're generally doing that.
I definitely would say, I mean, season 1 had a couple of tidbits here and there that I was like, don't be going down that road.
Well, that's part of the adaptation part of it.
Right, but season 2 for me hasn't had any. I mean, they even did something that I guess you could say is extra in episode 1, and I was like, that was well executed. I like that.
Talking about when they went to the wall?
Yeah.
That's in the books.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he does go there.
What about the North? Like showing us the North?
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't necessarily show it too. I don't know. But I know he does go there.
Though.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't go to the wall in the books. I think he just goes to Winterfell. But that's probably just
either way. I was like, this is done well. I like it. It makes sense.
Yep.
It's totally cool. It's not like, hey.
Dude, yeah, they had the one line about it of like, you don't want to know what we're keeping out here, and they could have easily done like a sweep over to the north.
Yeah. And like show like a pair of blue eyes.
Yeah, right.
Come on, bro. We know what you're keeping out. But they kind of did that in season 1 with the dagger, where it was like, hey, buddy.
Cat's paw dagger.
You feel me? Like, you know, and everybody was like, come on, bro. Shut the fuck up about this shit. And I feel like this was them being like, not nudging you, but being like,
Yeah. It's out there, you know. You know what's coming.
And like it was done elegantly. There was no, pan or whatever. It was just snowy. The guy delivered the line in an ominous, like, holy shit, like you have no fucking clue what we're doing here type of thing. And you felt that. The Rhaenyra's son, like his facial expressions and shit is like, what the fuck is he talking about? But all right, cool. Like, and then you get
the note that your brother died.
Yeah. And
gotta go.
Yeah, perfect segue.
Gotta go, bro.
But yeah, I just think, as far as like not being cringe and stuff like that goes, I think the season's doing better than season 1. Maybe just because of the initial like season 8, like shaking the rust off, getting into season 1, it was like, what the fuck?
I think that's part of it. Season 1 needed to earn its stripes back.
Right, exactly.
And they did. And they've kept it. They've kept them, so.
So I'm excited to see more. I love this series. I love these Game of Thrones world stories and stuff. I would like another one that isn't Jon Snow. I know that got canceled and everything, which is great.
All about it.
We want that to be canceled.
All about that.
Trust and believe.
But give us a Dunk and Egg story.
Sure. I'm cool with anything, really.
Give us a Aegon's Conquest. Be down for that?
Sure.
That would be cool. I mean, a bunch of it's going to be just dude shows up on a big ass dragon, goes, "Hey, I'm your lord now," and they're like,
"Got it."
But yeah, I mean, you could do Fall of Valyria, do that type thing.
Sure. Yeah. There to me, like the whole thing that they're doing with like Mad Max, where it's like this is a story within the world of Mad Max. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
I don't know how it would play out, but you could do a whole Dothraki show.
I'd be into that.
Yeah, I mean, and just the inner politicking between Khals and stuff like that, controlling lands. We got to go to the, what is it called? Can't remember. The place where all the mothers are at and all that. We're going to take over that. We're going to become the Khal of Khals.
Yeah. That'd be sick. I'm in there.
Yeah, cool stuff.
And you would see some brutal ass battles with those guys.
Yeah, the only thing that would be weird with that is that in the other show, in Game of Thrones, like they would speak Dothraki and it would be subtitled.
I'd be into that.
But I mean, for that, because they created this language, so then these people would all have to learn. Every line.
I think you should. I mean,
that's a big ask. It's a big ask,
bro.
For sure.
We did it with Prey.
What do you mean?
With where they had a whole cut where they were speaking the tribe.
Oh yeah. True.
And arguably, that makes that movie way better.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
There wasn't a lot of talking in that movie, though.
There wouldn't need to be a
fair.
lot of talking in the show, to be real.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't need paragraphs and paragraphs and monologues of some Khal talking about how he wants to.
No,
fucking-
but you need to have conversations between other Dothraki and stuff like that. It couldn't be action and riding all of the time because it'd be boring.
yeah, I get you. But I still think having them talk in their native tongue and having subtitles, to me, would make the show more immersive and depth.
I agree.
And
I
being
agree.
like, okay, not only do you have to pay attention to this show, but you have to read what's going on too. Like, and we kind of did that in like Shogun almost.
Yeah. When I liked it in Shogun for sure.
Yeah, I think like maybe not the whole thing, right? But maybe have some people speaking the common tongue, some people are speaking all Dothraki, some people are doing both. Like
So I get,
that type
that's
of
kind
shit.
of what you'd have to really have is either one or a small group of people that do speak common tongue and are interfacing with certain people who do speak common tongue also.
And I mean that could work for things like negotiations when they take over a new place where it's like,
I already got it.
This guy.
You got either one or a couple of common tongue speaking people that were taken and enslaved and somehow got retribution and have joined the
they've
Dothraki
proven themselves
exactly.
to the Dothraki, yeah.
And that's our through line.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's almost the same as Shogun.
Yeah.
That's kind of
100%.
what I patched it off of.
I mean, but that's something that I would genuinely be like, yeah, I'm into this.
Yep.
This sounds cool. Like,
all about it.
But yeah, I definitely think that as far as Game of Thrones goes, I like the world of Game of Thrones almost as equal as Lord of the Rings.
Fair.
Where it's like if they do like this new anime with that Lord of the Rings has coming out, I'm like, I'm watching it. I don't give a fuck. Like, it looks dope. Like, because it's a story within that world. I'm like, yeah, I want to see what's up. I want to see what's up.
Yeah. So is Rings of Power.
Not really, though, because Rings of Power is not canon. Like, it's not dealing with shit that is canon. If you want to read the canon, read the Silmarillion.
But it's Amazon's canon.
It doesn't.
And they can buy a big cannon.
Yeah, I know.
Space cannon,
Yeah,
if
we'll
you will.
put Bezos in and shoot him the fuck out of here. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that it's like, you know, it is different from Rings of Power. Like, it's the exact equivalent of this anime thing that's coming out because it is ridiculously sourced from a book. Like, it is literally from a book. Like, so I just, yeah, like the adaption thing I get. What's happening?
No, I just, nothing.
Okay.
It was Sonic. Like,
He slumped up.
I didn't know how long he's been slumped.
He's doing the H walk.
Yeah. Oh, no, Sonic. Sonic 3's. That'd be a whole different story.
True. He'll see Frenchie in rehab.
Sonic 3 rehab.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, as far as like House of the Dragon goes, and you know, if it's worth watching and stuff, I definitely would say for sure watch it. It's really good. I'm really excited to watch the third episode tonight.
Can't wait. 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and I guess like Game of Thrones will be ending when summer kind of like ends essentially.
Yeah,
Probably end of August, mid-August.
Yeah, end of July. Yeah, probably beginning of August.
Yeah.
10 episodes.
So last month of summer.
Yeah.
So pretty cool though. I'm excited. And then in August, I mean, I don't even know. We got after the packed June. I mean, June's done with. After today,
July is going to be still some semi-packed.
Yeah, for a little
3
while.
episodes of The Boys. There's more Acolyte.
There's 2
House of the Dragon?
episodes for Acolyte coming out, and then House of Dragon. Yeah, so we'll have a packed like July.
Deadpool's coming out.
Yeah, it's true. We got to see that day one.
Yeah.
Oh God, I keep seeing shit about that. And I'm like, ugh.
And see, not a thing.
There's a ton of stuff that they've been coming out with for it.
What, trailers or leaks?
Just teasers and other shit. And I'm like, yeah, show us the whole fucking movie, dude.
I got you. I thought you were talking about leaks.
Yeah, something with like, I won't spoil nothing or whatever. I mean, it's out there, but they got the original actor for Sabretooth. Come back, Tyler Blaine, I think his name is.
Yeah, they were getting a bunch of.
Yeah, but he looks good.
Cool.
He looks good. Looks like him and Wolverine have a fight.
Nice.
So that's cool. But I don't know. I gotta see the movie, man.
How long is the fight?
Right.
15 seconds?
I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see the movie, dude.
Oh, just like before. Put you down again. Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope that it's decent. That's all. I trust Ryan Reynolds more than I trust Disney.
That's the problem, is that I want that for all of these properties that we're talking about. I want it to be good and be successful. But it's just not what they're giving us for a lot of things.
Yeah, and I would also argue that, you know, a lot of characters that are in those movies, I don't think the actors have a lot of pull like Ryan does.
Oh, of course not.
Same thing with like Hugh Jackman and like Robert Downey and stuff like that, where it's like those actors actually, I feel like, have somewhat of a say in how things go. Ryan,
like, I'm not doing that.
Or just being like, you know, you're not going to censor my character, dude. Like, it's not happening. Like, and now, regardless of whether that means, yeah, we'll allow, you know, 10 F-bombs in this thing. Or you know, like, you can do whatever you want, or whatever. You can just put as many F-bombs in as you want. I don't know.
I highly doubt they gave him carte blanche for all of that.
I don't know.
It's definitely had to have gone through Disney's filter.
Yeah.
Disney's filter of like, nope, that joke will not work.
Well,
nope, you cannot make that Holocaust joke. I'm sorry, like, we're not doing that.
Like, so I just, with Deadpool becoming part of Disney now, I don't know what that really looks like, and we'll know after we see this movie.
100%.
But yeah, I just
that will be a I can't say a high mark, because we'll see where it actually lands on it, but it will definitely be a bar that will be set for sure, because that's not a path that they've gone down before. They tried with the mature thing with Echo, but that was, I think, more on graphic, but it really wasn't that graphic.
Yeah.
So what we get out of this Deadpool as a rated R movie is gonna set the bar
for Disney.
For Disney.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not the bar.
I hope. I really firmly believe this too. I really hope that I'm wrong with everything I've predicted about the movie.
Me too. It's just, again, track record of Disney.
It's not good.
And it's not even just that track record of Disney, but looking at the past two Deadpools and going, how do you get anywhere near what they were with the shock collar that you're going to get put on with Disney?
That is kind of the main thing I'm worried about.
Right, I get it.
We're losing the essence that makes Deadpool Deadpool.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. We might lose.
We
the
might.
essence. Yeah. I don't know. From the trailers and stuff, I give y'all motherfucking apologizers and shit. Like, everybody saying, like, just wait for the movie to be out. Fine. Yeah. I'll wait for the fucking movie to be out. But if I'm right, I am laughing in all of y'all's faces. I don't give a fuck what you guys say, and I'm done after that.
I mean, the trailers that we watched,
they're good.
They were good.
They're good.
So I'm going in open.
I know. I know.
Will I be upset if they destroy it, or not really? I don't have the greatest, like, leech onto Deadpool. The other two, they were good. I liked them.
I love Deadpool.
I liked the first one way more than I liked the second one.
Yeah, but arguably a better movie.
Yeah, it is what it is. I am interested to see what Disney thinks is R-rated.
Yeah.
But on the same token there too, what does that mean for the rest of their stuff? If this one does well, what other R properties could they think of? Because they're
Daredevil, Punisher.
I'm not talking about just Marvel though.
Oh,
in general, like, can you get an R Star Wars movie? What would that even look like?
Don't know.
Like, if you're gonna see people like actually disemboweled and crazy horror shit like alien type stuff, cool, man.
I think like
Open that barn door wide.
yeah, not to get back onto the Acolyte, but there is a scene in the last Acolyte episode that we watched where somebody gets beheaded and they're behind a tree.
Yeah, but that's not rated R.
I'm saying in rated R, you probably see their head fly off.
Yeah.
So
That move beforehand, though, I'll give it to him. Really cool, though.
well, it's cool. Yeah,
Stab, force pull into the another. That cool.
It's cool.
Cool as heck.
I agree.
Wasted on the show.
Yeah. All right, let's we're getting off the rails, so let's
true.
phone back in. What do we got?
Well,
Robert Eggers trailer?
Yeah, that's the last thing that we've got.
Cool.
We got that, which means it is.
That's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what it means. It means we're loud as shit. So we've got Nosferatu, Robert Eggers, and Bill Skarsgård.
This is
Intense Vampire.
the movie that I have been waiting for, everybody. This is the movie that I have been waiting for. I am so excited to watch this movie because I am a huge Robert Eggers fan.
Oh, we know.
And I reported about this movie, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like that it was getting made.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, holy fuck, dude, like this is going to be insane. And then after that, I think I introduced Stone and maybe Jordan. It was Stone and somebody else, maybe you, to The Witch.
I watched The Witch.
With us? Yeah, that was you. It was you. So, because like Stone was like, I've never seen a Robert Eggers film. I'm like, check this shit out. And you know, which is like one of my favorite movies too, like horror movies. God, the end is so good. But yeah, this film got announced and I was like, holy motherfuck, bro, this is gonna be crazy. I thought Willem Dafoe was gonna be playing Nosferatu, but he's not. It's Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, fair.
Which is cool with me. I'm all about it. Love it. Bill Skarsgård, incredible at playing like monster horror things.
His
Love
eyes,
that.
bro.
His eyes, his facial features, all that kind of stuff. He's great. Loved him as Pennywise. Hated him in Eternals. Hated him in that.
yeah.
He was the main villain in that. But he also wasn't a monster. He was just like a CG thing.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, we got the trailer queued up. What is her name? Lily Rose Depp in it.
Gotcha.
Willem Dafoe in it.
Gotcha. Bill Skarsgård in it?
Bill Skarsgård in it. The guy who plays Renfield.
Okay.
He's in it. Cool.
Another vampire
I was just about to say cool because he's kind of the same character in this.
Really?
Pretty cool, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so that he's in it.
He's Renfield.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, and then there's a couple other people in it that I was like, oh shit, for real? This guy's in it?
Now,
Okay.
Is this Robert Eggers' last movie after Northman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Northman is his last movie.
That's what I said. It's the Northman and then
this is it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, let's get jumping into the trailer.
Yeah, yes, please.
Check it out.
Come to me. Come to me. Hear my call.
Oh, whoa, that was oh god, that was a crazy transition, dog.
Oh, I like that scene.
Yeah.
My dreams grow darker.
There he is. Renfield.
Yeah, not in a comedic Renfield way.
Oh my god, this looks so sick.
It does.
He is coming.
Oh.
He is coming.
He is coming to us.
Oh!
No, why you do that?
Oh my god, you see that
Yeah,
hand?
that was
That's
cool.
crazy looking.
Who is coming to my child?
This looks awesome.
Rats.
Holy crap!
We are here encountering the vampire.
Has
Don't
a
let him
dog with him?
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Dude. Oh my God.
Christmas.
What? Yo, we gotta see that Christmas Day, homie.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nice Christmas gift to me.
Yeah, man. That was pretty wild.
Dude, oh my fucking Robert Eggers, dude. I'm telling you, he's a genius.
It's pretty good. Trailer's cut really well too.
Dude, that one scene where the hand over top of the city, just like
the shadow of the hand.
Cool.
Yep.
Wow. What a crazy cast as well. There's so many dope AAA type cast members in there. Wow. I cannot wait for that film, dude. Woo, that
looks
shit
pretty good.
Crazy.
Looks pretty scary.
It does look pretty scary.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, me too. And if I know anything about a Robert Eggers film, the end is going to be insane.
Oh, I'm sure.
It always.
And the cinematography is going to be wonderful.
Oh yeah.
If you get what you get from the Northman in this.
Oh, dude.
Just like some of those castle shots.
I was gonna
the town was really good.
I was just about to say some of this, the castle, his like
this shot just
was crazy.
Was really good. We'll mute you. Well, yeah, I mean, just I don't know.
It's coming.
It's coming.
The other
oh yeah
castle where they're showing the carriage going up. Here we go. Yeah, dude, that alone, I'm like, oh my
setting
God,
looks really good.
Like, holy crap.
And then we also get that tracking shot right through there.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
The other thing that I like, right, is they didn't give you Dracula at all.
Right.
You get to see some silhouettes, but it's, to me, this trailer is cut in the way where it's like Dracula is scary, right? But his influence over this city is kind of the horror element. Is like he is scary, he does some wild shit, but like people are like petrified of him, and I feel like that, like, especially like this scene right here, right, where it's just showing a black shadowed hand over top of a city. It's like that's his influence.
Just metaphorically.
Yeah. I just think that like a lot of things are gonna get started from like rumor and shit like that, where you're, like the rats in the streets. People are gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? And people are gonna be like, the fucking vampire, what? No, there's not. And then he'll show up and people will be like, what the fuck? Yeah.
You think this was done with miniature? It's like, this is a miniature town?
I think it's mocapped in. I think they filmed from a helicopter, CG'd the buildings in there to look like a, old shit. And then I think they filmed a shadow over top of green screen and mocapped it in.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I mean, bro, it's Robert Eggers. That dude's a wizard.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. Like I would have, dude, out of any aerial shot like that, I would have never have been like, yeah, let's put a big old hand shadow over top of this shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks so cool, but I would have never thought of that in a million years.
Go back to it. Yeah, just like the way that it soars over.
Yeah, it's insane looking.
Damn, even like that. Oh, no.
Yeah,
That
right
shot
there.
right
Yeah,
there
it's
looks
insane.
awesome.
They're on a boat too. I didn't even realize that. I thought they were in a street.
Nah, they're in the gondola.
Yeah. Yeah.
Floating
cool,
down
man.
the river, baby.
So cool.
Somebody gonna get snatched up
True.
from that hand.
I love the time period. I love the setting. I think as far as like Robert Eggers goes, he always does nail the time period down. Like in The Witch, it looked very much like the time period that they were supposed to be in. In The Northman, it very much felt like the time period they were supposed to be in. I like that. I like the text of the
Gothic.
title too. Yeah,
Gothic.
it's very cool, man. It's very cool. Almost like calligraphy.
Yeah. Nosferatu.
Very cool, man. I'm very excited to see it, dude.
Here for it.
Yeah, me too.
Here for it. Christmas time. It's coming.
That's gonna be sweet. I'm very excited.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. Hell yeah. Cool.
Well, there you go. That's what
Yeah,
we
man.
got.
That's what we got. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure to give the video a sub if you choose to do so. We really appreciate it, and it really helps out our videos. If you want to catch us on live, it'll be on YouTube and Twitch for that.
10:30 Sunday.
At 10:30
Eastern.
Join the Discord if you would like to.
It's a big one.
It's a
We
good
have fun
one.
in there.
It is
We
fun.
play some games.
That's right. Tons of stuff to do in there. Tons of buddies to hang out with and all that kind of stuff. We hang out all the time. And yeah, man, we're going to keep doing this thing and keeping it going. All right.
Throwing it down for you.
Yes, sir. All right. Well,
All right. So, till next week.
yes, sir.
We'll see you. Peace.
See you guys.
I gotta get out of here. Where's the time machine? Where is anything? Where?
Please don't go. It's great having you here.